Let's try that. It says we're live now. I don't know what the fuck happened. Thing. And if I don't, I'll just come back out and get one. Shorts today. It's beautiful. Fucking 80 degrees out here. Great weather to ride the bike. Great weather. Back to Issachar this morning. Had today off. Didn't want to take it off, but had no choice. Today. Where'd everybody go? I had a free made chicken earlier. I'm not stopping anywhere. I'm just going home. I might come back out in a bit, get something to eat. I want to go home. I've been in the gym till I've been out. I left the house before 2 o'clock. I got to McDonald's at like 2 something, 8. Went to the gym. Been here ever since at the gym. I want to go home. Have a little smoke. Damn, I was gonna. Nah, fuck it. Ain't worth crossing the street. Let's go get a chocolate swisher, but nah. I think I have a wrap at the house. I'm not sure. If I want to lock my bike, I gotta rig it up with this fucking combination lock because I don't have my key. But I will have that key back tomorrow, so I don't really want to leave this bike anywhere and fuck with that lock. Take his bike home. If I gotta go to the store, I go to the store. I'll walk there. Ankle status. She's in a boot. They put her in a boot. They said there was no fractures, but she had torn ligaments. Then me and her argued about the difference. That's why I asked you. I said, I think a fracture and a break is the same thing. She's like, nah, it's different. I'm like, I don't think it is. I was right. A real Nazi. Nah, not a Nazi. You're just a retard. Wow, a real retard. In the chat right there. Wow. Shocking. Imagine if I said that about a black guy. Imagine if I said, wow, a real thief. Look, there's one right there, a real thief. Wow. A real drug dealer. A real gang member. Imagine if I did that. What you just did to me. Profiling. Luckily, I don't give a shit. Some people do. What's on the agenda? Go home. Probably watch Pedro's video he donated for, and then watch Dragon Ball Z. It's a terrible joke. Not even funny, it's played out. Heard it 1,000 times. Go home. I'm not playing no fucking Rust. I built a base last night. None of y'all even got on except me. So who gives a fuck? I go home, knock these donations out. I'm gonna be working all week. Ain't gonna have time to watch that shit. I'm knocking it out today. I gotta get up at 6 a.m. in the morning. Go work. Ten episodes. Ten episodes have been paid for. Can you send me $10? I don't have $10. I'm broke. I am broke today. Yeah, I seen that Connor coming back. I am well adjusted, whatever that means. We don't even have that. Hold on. That was pretty good. That was probably the greatest knockout I've ever seen. It's crazy. TKO bought all that. WWE, UFC, and they had WrestleMania last weekend, and then they had UFC 300 this weekend. It's pretty crazy. You know how much money they must have made in the last 2 weeks? Insane amount of money. Eventually, that's what they're going to do. They're going to have like fucking UFC, WWE, separate shows, separate nights. Sell out the whole fucking... One night you sell out for wrestling. The next night you sell out UFC. Same arena. They've already started doing shit like that. man. Wait till they start taking some of them retired UFC guys and bringing them over and training them how to wrestle. That's coming too. Be looking for the next Brock Lesnar. Who's going to be the first guy to cross over? It's obvious, Conor McGregor. It's inevitable. Conor McGregor will be in WWE. He will have matches. He can talk. It's just inevitable. It's the same company now. I mean, the fighting career is about over with, especially if he loses. If he loses to Chandler, wrap it up. Wrap it up, son. Enough. A lot of money to be made over in WWE for him, though. Even though he don't need the money, a lot of money. I think he'd do better than fucking Ronda Rousey did. You're gonna see a lot of that. Just makes sense. I mean, it's the same company. If they can't fight in the octagon, hell, put them in that ring over there. Give them money off them that way. Tell you who another guy'd be real good at that shit. Colby Covington. Stick Colby Covington in there, WWE. Anybody that can talk, you just gotta train them how to wrestle. It can't be that fucking hard. I mean, it was for Ronda Rousey, but shit. She's just a clown. She's such a crybaby. She's like, I was the best MMA fighter. You see that interview? I was the best MMA fighter in the world. No, you wasn't. No, you're not. Amanda Nunes beat the shit out of you. Holly Holm beat the shit out of you. You can't strike. How can you be the greatest fighter of all time and you can't throw a fucking proper punch? Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. You're not the greatest. You had a moment. You had a dominant run until you ran into someone who could box. All these other bitches couldn't handle the judo. She couldn't get her hands around Holly Holm because Holly Holm was too busy piecing her ass up. Just like Nunes. Just like old Nunes. Fucking clowns. And all she does is whine. Whines about the UFC, whines about the WWE. Ronda Rousey, she fell off big time. She used to be the most dominant woman, and now look at her. It's so funny too because her WWE career went exactly like her UFC career did. It went exactly the same way. It's so funny. When she come into the UFC, she was fucking kicking ass. She was a star. People wanted to see her. Towards the end of it, she got fucked up and was never the same. Same thing in WWE. She comes in. She has this great match with like fucking Kurt Angle and Triple H and shit. And then it's all downhill from there. And by the end of it, people don't want to see her anymore. She's a clown. She can't wrestle well. I don't know what it is about her, but there's something about her. There's something about her. She just, I don't know if she can take advice or whatever it is. I don't know if she's got her head up her ass. But when the going gets tough for Ronda gets the fuck out of there. Seen it in UFC, seen it in WWE. When shit gets hard, she's gone. She was bitching about Logan Paul. Oh, Logan Paul's good at... Because Logan Paul probably works his ass off. And he's not afraid to fucking... I mean, she is just... She can't handle criticism, I don't think. And you can't train somebody like that won't listen. I mean, look at the UFC career. She needed to get a new trainer. She needed to step her game up. She said, fuck it, I'm going home. WWE, she needed to do more training. She needed to work harder, learn, and become better. Nope, don't want to do that. Want to go home. That's her character. That's who she is. She's not somebody that's going to keep fighting. And in MMA, you can't be a quitter. She's a fucking quitter. That's why when she got pieced up by Holly and pieced up by Amanda, remember in that Amanda fight, she just kind of stood there. That's what Ronda does. When shit gets tough, she quits. She freezes up. Best thing she can do, I mean, she don't need the money. Best thing she could do is go home, count her money, be happy. Because quite honestly, the fact that she made it as far as she did is pretty shocking. Considering she don't want to fucking work hard. I done seen it twice with that woman. When it gets hard, she quits. I've seen it in the cage. I've seen it outside the cage. That's how she does it. I mean, the bitch, I remember in UFC, I thought Ronda could talk a little bit. Dude, at WWE, that bitch can't even speak. Go watch her promos. They're terrible. Poor Ronda. She doing a pity party tour. You're doing all these interviews. Fucking pity party. Oh, poor me. Poor me and my millions of dollars. Climbing these hills takes forever. Hold on a minute. Oh yeah. Wrestling's more than jumping around. Wrestling's harder. What people don't understand is pro wrestling is tougher than MMA. Been telling people this for years. MMA fighters have said it. There's interviews with guys who've done both. And they said they got more injured doing wrestling than doing fighting. And here's why. When you're fighting a guy, you're not letting him hit you. You're not trying to let him do moves on you, right? You're defending yourself. Wrestling's different. You gotta let a guy hit you with moves and shit. And things can go wrong. And even if it goes right, that ring that they land on hurts. I've bumped in a ring before. Shit hurts. The ring ropes hurt. That ain't nothing but a steel cable. Those ring ropes have a steel cable in them. And that's what they're hitting. And that shit, I think hitting the ring ropes hurts worse than hitting the fucking... I couldn't even do the ring ropes. I couldn't even hit them. They hurt. I did a few bumps, and then the next day I was so sore. Never did that shit again. But you gotta do these moves, and you gotta take these bumps and shit. And that shit fucks you up. That's why all these wrestlers were on pain pills and don't get these surgeries and shit. It's a whole different thing. Go tell Brock Lesnar that it's fake. Let me know how it goes for you. one of the toughest things you can do is pro wrestling. Takes a toll on the body. Beats the body to shit. People just don't know. They don't understand what that shit feels like because they've never done it. It's like some people probably watch football and they go, it can't be that bad hitting each other. They ain't hitting each other that hard. It ain't that bad. No. Until you've done it, you can't really speak on it. We've all been in fights. We've all been punched in the face. So we can all relate to MMA. We see how that's hard, you know. You get a guy punching in the face and shit. Kicking you in the fucking leg and shit. We've all been there. Most of us have never wrestled, took bumps. We've never done these different things. So people just don't know what it's like. If you had to do some of the things these pro wrestlers do, you'd cripple yourself. It's an art form. It ain't easy. Ronda Rousey couldn't do it. She just couldn't get it. The art of making a fight look real, like taking a fight where you're not trying to hurt each other and convincing people that you're hitting each other. That's an art. Go watch wrestlers who don't know what they're doing. It's a trash show. And then go watch Bret Hart, one of the best to ever do it. That's the thing about wrestling. You don't watch it when you're a child, because wrestling appeals across the board. Kids watch it, adults watch it. This is why TKO bought it, because it's a good business to be in. Kids watch, families watch, adults watch. How many products are there that appeal to kids and adults across the board, all those age ranges? There ain't a lot of them. Kids buy into it. They believe it's real. When you're an adult, that's not how you're supposed to watch it. You're supposed to appreciate the art form. That's why I can't watch AEW, because it's too goddamn fake. I mean, they're doing pile drivers, dropping people on it. I seen something the other night on AEW. Guy did a Canadian destroyer. That's where you pick a guy up and drop him on his fucking head, the top of his head. Now, if I pick you up and pile drive you on a hard surface, I'm gonna break your neck, right? You're gonna be fucked up. These motherfuckers did a pile driver on the ring apron. The ring apron is the hardest part of the ring. It is the hardest part. And they did a pile driver on it, didn't even sell it. Guy got back up. Bro, I remember when I was growing up, Jerry Lawler finisher move was a pile driver. He hit you with the pile driver, you ain't getting up. These wrestlers have dumbed these moves down so much to where now a guy getting dropped on his head, they don't even sell it. They don't even pretend to be hurt. And I can't watch shit like that, because that defeats everything. Wrestling is not supposed to be like that. When you take away the art form, when you take away everything that makes it an art, then what's the point of watching it? Oh, they're doing cool moves to each other. Yeah, but it's like if you're watching Walking Dead and they're shooting guns and paint's coming out, paintballs or something, you know? It's hard to take that serious. It's hard to suspend your disbelief and enjoy the show, because you're like, what the fuck? Why is there paintballs coming out of these guns? It's supposed to be real guns, right? They're supposed to be fighting zombies. Now, I know it's not real guns. I know they're not really fighting zombies, but try to convince me, you know? It's called suspending disbelief. But there's a limit to suspending your disbelief. There's a limit to that. And I'm sorry, a guy gets dropped on the top of his fucking head on an extremely hard surface. I just can't buy that he pops right back up. To me, that should be the end of the match. I mean, damn. And AEW does dumb shit. Like that Darby Allin shit where he jumped through the glass. Dumb. Because what was the point? Here's why that shit's stupid. Wrestling's fake, right? It's fake. We all know it's fake. So when you're doing these crazy moves, I'm watching it, I'm thinking, why are you doing this? Why are you doing these crazy ass moves when I know it's fake? You don't need to do this. Like, I know you're not, you know. Thing is, he really went through the glass. He really went through it. His back was all cut up from it. You can't fake that. So they're doing real shit to each other. They're really fucking each other up in a fake fight. Gentlemen, if I want to watch two guys fuck each other up for real, I watch UFC. I don't watch WWE to see two guys hurt each other. I'm watching for the art form. I want to be able to see that and go, wow, man, these guys are really good. Like LA Knight was punching dude the other night. I said, man, them punches look good. They look like real punches. There's a ton of guys that throw punches. They look fake as shit. You gotta understand the art form in throwing a fake punch and making it look good. Go watch Dean Ambrose throw a punch. That fucking trash. Go watch Bret Hart. I mean, the best that ever did it. In terms of just, his shit looks real. Like, it does a backbreaker and shit. You're just like, God damn. How do you do some of these moves you see? You're like, hey, how do you fake that? That's what you're supposed to be saying. You're like, damn, I know it's fake, but Jesus Christ. But on AEW, they're really hurting each other. Like, it's it's stupid. I don't need to see you jump off a ladder through glass and cut your back up and all that. I don't need to see that, bro. That don't impress me. Because it's fake. And it doesn't even look real. Like the guy's looking up at him, waiting for him to jump on him. Come on, man. I'll say it again. Wrestling is not supposed to look fake. When you watch it, it's not supposed to look fake. You should be watching matches and you should be going, ooh, shit. Like, damn. Even though you know it's fake, you should be having those moments where like, ah, goddamn, I bet that hurt. You know it didn't fucking hurt. I mean, some of that shit does hurt. But the guy goes through the glass, right? Guy jumps off a ladder, goes through a sheet of glass. Real glass, cuts his whole fucking back up. Gets up and keeps fighting. That's another thing. They do these ridiculous stunts. And that should be the end of the match, you know? But see, everybody wants to be like Mankind. Mankind can get thrown off the cell and get back up because he's a tough bastard. You're not. You're not Mankind. You're never taught Mankind. I can believe that Mankind get thrown off a building and get back up because his character has been built that way. Just like I can watch Walking Dead and I believe Rick Grimes is fucking people up. Or Walter White is, you know, cooking meth and he's a badass. And he's a genius. He's making bombs and shit. It's a character. It's a show. Why do I like WWE? Well, first of all, I think to really like wrestling, you got to start watching it as a kid. You just got to grow up with it. And then when you become an adult, you're not into, like, you're into the art form. To me, it's a TV show, just like any other TV show. If the show has characters that I'm interested in, I'll watch it. I didn't watch WWE for years because I just got bored with it. CM Punk left, and I was just kind of like, nah. Now they have characters I'm interested in because the writing has gotten so much better. Just like any other TV show. If the writing's good, you'll probably watch it. If the writing's shit, I mean, why wouldn't you watch wrestling? I don't understand how you can watch UFC and not want to watch and not like wrestling. And UFC is better when it has a story to it. But see, you can't always have a story because it's real fights, right? But the best fights are when there's a rivalry. Two guys hate each other, and we know they hate each other for real. Like Conor and Khabib. That's the best UFC pay-per-view ever. Why? There was a story behind the fight. There was a story, him attacking the bus. There was all this history. And it made you want to see it. That's what wrestling is. Wrestling is written. Somebody's writing the shit. You got guys who are in shape. They look like athletes. A lot of them are athletes, former football players and shit. So you got guys that look like they can beat the fuck out of people. And they're going to fight each other. And the ones that are really good at it, when you watch the match, you're like, this is a good-ass match. Because they're good at making it look real. Why do you think Brock Lesnar is such a fucking star? Because his shit looks real, and you know he's real. You know? You know he was a former UFC champion. And you know the UFC's real. You know there ain't no faking winning the heavyweight title. This is why Brock Lesnar is such a fucking star. When you have credibility, it's hard. In wrestling's a fake sport. But Brock Lesnar has credibility in a fake sport because people know that he could fuck anybody up. That's why he's such a big star. That's why he's such an attraction. You know it's fake, but you know this guy ain't fake. This is a real fucking deal guy. That's why it made sense for him to beat The Undertaker. Undertaker's a bad motherfucker, but he's getting older, right? Well, Brock Lesnar's a fucking former UFC champion. Former WWE champion. Barely ever loses. Just made sense. And I mean, The Undertaker, like, losing to Brock Lesnar ain't like a bad thing. It don't make you look like no punk ass bitch. I know that. Alright, boys. We're gonna go in the house. Have a seat. It's not about which is better. It's two totally different things. I'd rather watch WWE just because there's stories to the fights. Like I said, the best UFC shows are when there's a rivalry, there's a story. There's a great Jim Cornette clip out there that talks about this, that explains wrestling. I have to play it when I get in here. All right, stop. Damn, relax. Quit! Get a life. Get out of my way, I'm coming in. Get out of my way. Go! Get! Out of my way. What's that? Quit jumping on me. Damn. I am gonna have to go to the store. Motherfucker. Stand by. Come on! I gotta go to the fucking store. Come on. Come on. Come on, Marshall. Come on, Marshall. Marshall! Come on. I'll go back out when I get back. WWE and UFC are very similar type of things. What are you talking about? They're different, but they have similarities. To pretend there's no similarities. Is kind of silly. Kind of silly. Think about it. I just think it's cool to hate on wrestling. When I was growing up, wrestling was cool as fuck. It wasn't. People didn't hate on it because you had Stone Cold, you had The Rock. I mean, everybody watched it. Fucking 5-6 million people every Monday was watching that shit. So, when I was growing up, wrestling was cool. I've been watching the shit since fucking I was born, so. Definitely some similarities. You have to accept it. WWE is a tougher sport than these other sports. And there's tons of guys that have played football, fought in MMA, and wrestled. And they all say the same thing. Wrestling was the toughest shit they ever did. You have to understand, in wrestling, you have to throw yourself against the floor. You know what I'm saying? You have to throw yourself on the floor. Imagine taking yourself and just throwing yourself back against the ground. Does that sound pleasant? Does it sound like something you want to do? Oh, the ring is soft. I can assure you that ring is not soft. That is not a mattress. That ring hurts. That is nothing but plywood under that with a little bit of padding on it. I encourage you, if you think wrestling's easy, to go find a wrestling ring and take bumps in it. Take yourself, put your hands over your chest, and fall back on your back. Jump off the top rope and land on that bitch. I've seen these motherfuckers jump off top rope, try to jump off through the table, and the guy get up and move and just fall. This is why these dudes are on these pain pills and shit. I mean, these dudes used to wrestle every night and do this shit, and it fucks them up. It's not like it used to be back in the day, but it's still pretty bad. And then dudes taking bumps on concrete and shit. I've seen it all. There's no faking taking a bump on concrete, dude. Jumping off the ring apron and doing an elbow drop on the concrete. If you think there's a way to fake that, Go ahead and show me. Show me the fakery of that. Y'all mistake scripted. It's scripted. You understand? But it's just like a movie, right? There's people doing stunts, right? There's stuntmen that do the stunts, right? And we all know that these guys get hurt. Being a stuntman, you get hurt. Part of the job. You take bumps and shit. You got to throw yourself off stuff. Think of wrestling the same way. Like, they're the actor. They're doing the acting. They're doing the stunts. They're doing everything. They don't have a stuntman that comes in and does the bumps for them. They do it all. And you're doing it multiple nights a week. You're doing this shit. It's not easy. But wrestling has to look real. That's what I mean. The wrestlers have to make it look as real as possible. That's why you got to learn how to throw a fake punch. You got to do it just probably like stuntmen got to do and actors got to do. They got to learn certain things. They can't. You don't win an Oscar doing a movie and looking fake. Like Oppenheimer. That guy became that guy. You know, he lost weight. He did all this stuff to become the character. And he got an Oscar for it. Wrestling's the same way. When you see a wrestler that's really good, like a Brock Lesnar, a believable guy, you know it's fake, but he's real. You know he could hurt anybody. He's real. Maybe not Cain Velasquez, but he's real. Some wrestlers have believability behind them. You know, they have a great physique and they look like fucking guys that just beat the shit out of somebody. And then some guys look like a joke and you just laugh at them and they're just there to get beat up. What's impressive about pro wrestling is everybody knows it's fake and yet it still breaks record. It makes all this money. That's a testament to it. That people will fill arenas to watch a fake fight. Of course you'll go watch a real fight, but they feel it'd be 50, 60,000 people in the arena to watch a fake fight. Millions around the world, tens of millions watching at home. That's impressive. That's a dope-ass bike. Okay, hold on.